Hi again. So this is part 2 of the Pam and the Demon Saga. Yes. I went to a denominational church that was very lively. You know, they leaped around and did the holy dance and sang themselves into heaven, or so they thought, and and live like the devil. So they weren't interested in the word. They were interested in lively religion that made them feel good. So I really did not get motivated by preaching to them. And what happened was that I started learning from the charismatics, particularly from television and tapes, and going to conventions and so forth and so on. And by 1983, I had gone to my first Kenneth Copeland Believers Convention. In that same year, a very unique year for me, 1983, a charismatic churchgoer from my town brought someone that I did not know to my house and said, "She's got demons. We believe she's got demons." And, I knew a little something about that from reading in the Bible, but I had never pursued casting out a demon from anyone before. And she brought this woman in. She dropped down to the floor at the top of my steps and spoke in the third person and said something like, "I've got her. You can't do nothing about her. She's ours." I said, wonder what that's all about. One thing led to another, and God began to show me things about her in dreams. Her secrets. The secrets that were in control of her behavior. And one thing led to another. And with one dream I had of her, I was shown that she was planning to commit suicide. And I went to her house, and sure enough, she was setting up for it. Whew. Well, not going to give a whole lot of details about this. But the root cause of why she was so out of control was that she had a secret of a lesbian relationship with the woman that her present husband had once been in a sexual relationship with this woman. So in other words, she was sleeping with her husband, who wasn't her husband at the time, just a friend, and his girlfriend. And she was in church. Hello, that's another story. She was in church. So, the secret came out. She would never have told me if the Lord hadn't showed me in the dream what it was all about. And I told it to her. And she broke down and she gave me all the rest of the details. And I cast an addiction spirit from her. And obsessive substance abuse spirit from her, rescued her from suicide, helped her to restore her marriage, and from that year, 1983, until now, we have not been in contact most of those years, but I do know that she is a substance abuse counselor and that she is a minister in her church, charismatic church. So what got to me, and what will get to anybody when they get involved in deliverance, is the manifestations, okay? The coughing. I mean, when I cast that devil from her, she was sloppy drunk, could not stand, and she was sorrowful. My daughter and I, who was 14 at the time, she was, we brought her home. And I just did what I saw in the Bible. And next thing I know, we were in this supernatural battle. And when I cast that spirit from her, she was immediately detoxed. You know, like in a state of, who are you? Where am I? What's this? And so, that is the experience that led me into deliverance. And like I said, the manifestations. You know, because when the spirit left her, the spirit jumped on my daughter. My daughter is rolling around on the floor like a top, back and forth, like a soda bottle, back and forth. And then all of a sudden she breaks loose and says, I won. And then me and her roared and laughed. The demon was gone from the person. The demon was gone from my daughter. And we were rejoicing. We took her to the hospital because she said she was going into detox. She was going into withdrawal. So we took her to the hospital. When we got there, the staff said there was absolutely nothing wrong with her. She could go home. And that was 1983. And from what I understand, the last I heard, she is free and has been. But I question that experience. Because of what I have learned about tongues, the charismatic experience, and how demons fool people with manifestations, I had to, check that in my mind. Was that God? Or was that the devil playing games? I got answers for you on that. But I'm going to go on with my story. Okay. And this is a true story.